You know you are extremely different. You know that you have a higher calling, you have a higher purpose, and you know that you are destined for greatness, all right? We're gonna go ahead and dive right into this video, all right? So welcome back. I hope you all are having an amazing day. I hope you're having an amazing week. Continue to keep on keeping on. Keep pushing through no matter what challenges you might be dealing with in your life, family, all right? Let's go ahead and dive right into this message. While I go ahead and set this up, man, go ahead and talk to me, family. Let me know how's everyone doing. Drop your comments down below, and I hope everyone's feeling well. I'll kind of wipe this with this thing right here, and I hope you are ready for Thanksgiving. You're ready to eat good, spend some time with your family, your friends. But just remember, don't forget to work on yourself, right? So we're gonna put this like in a little timeline. This isn't in any order, by the way, but you are destined for greatness, all right? You can feel it in your spirit. You can feel it in your soul. And one of the first signs, and this isn't like in any order, like I said, but that sign is you feel out of place. Remember, you are not supposed to fit in. You're supposed to stand out. All right, I know this might look extremely small, but write this down. You feel out of place. All right, if you feel out of place in your job, in your friends, in your family, all right, maybe you think completely differently, you are destined for something much bigger in your life, all right? So be sure to pay attention to this, especially when you get around certain groups of people, or if new people are coming in, maybe you step into a new environment at a new job or something like that. All right, you're gonna feel it on an energetic level. You're gonna feel that on your spirit. Okay, your intuition, right? Your higher self, it's gonna kick in and it's going to tell you, hey, I'm not supposed to be here. All right, this is not resonating with who I am, your true authentic self. All right, so number one, you feel out of place. Now the second one, number two, all right, we're gonna put this, like I said, in a little timeline, but if you have big dreams, family, all right, how many of you have big goals, big dreams, big aspirations, things that you want to complete in life? All right, but maybe your inner circle, maybe the people around you, maybe they have no dreams, no goals at all. And you're sitting there thinking, man, I got so many things that I want to do, so many things that I want to accomplish. How is it that none of you around me doesn't have that same feeling? You don't want to actually obtain, or you don't want to actually achieve anything in your lifetime. If you have big dreams and you have big goals and you are striving to achieve those dreams and those goals, you are destined for greatness. Continue to keep pushing through and fulfill those dreams. All right, now the third sign that you are destined for greatness, okay, is that synchronicities keep happening to you. This is a huge one. If you're in alignment with the dream, with the vision, with the goal, with what you want to complete, are you in alignment? Because if you are in alignment, you're going to start to see a lot of synchronicities out here in the world. All right. It's going to be delivered to you because now vibrationally and energetically, you are there. You are in alignment with it. All right. So if you feel out of place, you have big dreams, you're starting to see repeating numbers. You're starting to hear things on the radio. You're starting to see things on magazines. Random people are talking to you about it. Things just keep popping up. You're getting random emails. All right. Synchronicities keep happening because you're in alignment with who you truly want to become and that big dream that you want to accomplish. All right. This is major. You have to pay close attention to it because most of the people are not really paying attention in the world. All right. They're spiritually dead. Remember that. A lot of people are spiritually dead. A lot of people are very programmed. You now have a much higher awareness. All right. Your consciousness is raising, which is allowing you to pay attention to those small, subtle signs that you are seeing out here in the world. So pay close attention to those synchronicities as they keep showing up in your life. Now, the fourth sign that you are destined for greatness, okay? This is a big one. And many of you that I have talked to have said this to me over and over, but you feel called to help others. How many of you feel called to help people? Write your comments, drop those comments down below. All right, you feel called to help other people. Right, that's exactly what happened to me. When I went through my spiritual awakening, I was like, man, but I've always been willing to help other people. All right, and that's the greatness within me, and that's the greatness within you. You feel called to help other people. All right, a lot of people are selfish. They're self-centered. Right, they're all about themselves, especially that narcissist. Many of you are already aware of this, but you wear your heart on your sleeve. You are a great individual. You're a great person. And you feel called to help other people. Now, I have had hundreds and hundreds of coaching calls, all right? And with many of you that I've talked to, or if I haven't talked to you, this has been the common element that I have heard, Coach Kev, I'm feeling called to help people. I don't know how right now, but I feel like I need to help someone. I feel like I need to help humanity. If you feel like that is you, you are definitely destined for something much bigger out here in the world. Now, the fifth sign, all right, that you are destined for greatness. I'm at an awkward angle trying to write this, but oops, I wrote that wrong. But the fifth one is challenges are your teacher. How many of you are going through challenges right now, but you're paying attention to the challenge? You need to pay close attention to all of the things that's trying to halt you and stop you. Don't think of it as, oh my God, God hates me. Nothing's working out in my life. I'm just a failure. This, and this. All right. The challenge is going to teach you, right? You're going through a lesson. When you graduate from the lesson, then you go to the next level. Okay, so this is how you know that you're going to get better, because you're looking at it from a different angle. All right, don't be that individual that looks at their life and says, oh man, I'm just a failure. Nobody loves me. Nobody likes me. I guess I'm just going to go over here in the corner and just cry my eyes out. No, whatever you're going through, whatever you're dealing with, okay, you figure out a solution. Don't focus on the problem. All right, don't focus on the challenge. Focus on the solution. Even if it's a little hazy, it's a little foggy, maybe you can't see what that solution is, be optimistic right now and pay attention to the synchronicities as they show up. Pay attention to the signs, all right? And follow that, all right? Follow that gut feeling. Follow what your higher self is also telling you, all right? And then as you graduate, family, from the lesson, you're gonna be like, man, looking back on that lesson, I really learned something. I really graduated from something. Now I know how to apply that going forward if this challenge ever was to arise again. The challenge is your teacher, so that way you can graduate every single time. All right, family, sign number 6, that you are destined for greatness. And I've pretty much kind of just been talking about this right now, but that is unexplainable intuition. All right, things are just kicking in for you. All right, no matter where you go, if you go down a wrong path, something's telling you stop, halt, nope, you need to go, turn back and go the other direction, or don't invest in that business deal. Don't get with that person over there. All right, but are you paying attention to it? You see, that's the thing. If you have gone through a spiritual awakening, now your consciousness is raising, your level of awareness is much higher than the average person. Remember, people are spiritually dead. They're very distracted. They're paying attention to everything else, but they're not paying attention, to the signs around them. They're not paying attention to who they really are, right? And they're just on that hamster wheel of unhappiness, right? They're just stuck in a rut, and they're continuing to do the same thing over and over and over again. But you are paying attention to those signs, the synchronicities, the big dreams, all these things that continue to pop up in your life or tell you. You're paying attention to that gut feeling. How many of you are doing this right now, right? Put your comments down below. Let me know if this is a big one for you, okay? Because when you are on a level of stepping towards your purpose and your passion, all right, you will be guided, family. You will be guided. But how many of you are actually paying attention to it? This is the question that you really, really have to answer, right? So if you are receiving unexplainable intuition, guiding you, leading you, telling you, don't go that way, go this way, don't do that, but make sure you do this. All right. You're feeling called to help other people. You should go in this direction, right? Pay close attention to that, because you're definitely destined for a much higher calling. And it's something that you need to step into, so that way you can march towards that purpose. Now, the 7th sign that the universe is telling you that you're destined for greatness is that you're comfortable. I know this is going to be a huge one for a lot of you out there, and you're going to have something to say. But you're comfortable being alone. Woo, come on now. You gotta isolate in order to create. How many of you are on that new spiritual journey right now and you're feeling like, man, like, I don't wanna be around these people. I don't even wanna be with those friends anymore, because they don't resonate with my spirit. They don't resonate with what I wanna do. I don't really care anymore. And I don't say that in a mean way, but it's just I'm different now. I'm growing now, right? So you're comfortable being alone, so you're gonna isolate to create, and now you're gonna have visions. Now you're gonna have dreams. Now you can put those big goals and those big dreams into place, because you don't have a lot of chatter barking in your ear. You don't have a lot of distractions all around you. And if you're comfortable being alone, that means you can do some amazing things in isolation and solitude, all right? Drop your comments down below. Please let me know if you are in isolation right now. All right, if you're comfortable in that isolation right now, and what are you doing in that isolation right now? You see, when you can be alone, you have so much power. Use it to your advantage, because this is where you can really, really create your best life. Now, sign number 8 that you're destined for greatness is that people are drawn to you. Who has the stranger coming up to you in the store, asking you for their advice. Hey, does this shirt look good on me? Do you think this color would look good on me? Can you give me some advice? They don't even know who you are. It's because people are drawn to you. They're drawn to your energy, right? And why do you think you want to help other people? Are you connecting the dots yet? You see, when people are drawn to you, it's because they may need something from you. Not that they're trying to be nefarious or any way, but there are those people out there. We'll talk about that in just a minute. All right. But the people that are drawn to you from a positive perspective, because your energy is high, because you have a great heart, because you were placed in your family to break generational curses. All right. You're going to help a lot of strangers. You're going to help family members. You're going to help friends. You're going to be helping people who actually need your help, and they're going to be drawn to you completely out of nowhere. So pay close attention to this. All right. How many of you have people coming up to you randomly asking you questions or for advice? All right. And the people that are also drawn to you from a negative standpoint, all right, they're trying to dim that light. All right. They're trying to stop God's plan. They're trying to completely ruin that light that you have within you, so that way you don't spread it and help other people. You see, chosen one, this is why you are so powerful and why you are destined for greatness. You're going to help millions of people. All right. But if you don't take action, you're not going to do anything. That destiny is already yours. It's already set in stone. You can already see that by the people that are drawn to you. Act on it. All right. Act on it in a great way. And when I say act on it, I'm talking about building your business, right? Doing that thing that you love to do, right? If you want to build a business and personal brand or YouTube channel, by the way, come on over and check out my free school community. All right, it is absolutely free for you to join. The link is in the description. It is also in the comments below. All right. And I will help you create that, so that way you can move towards your destiny and the greatness that you truly, truly deserve. So if you have people drawn to you, this is a major sign that you need to look out for. Now, the ninth sign that you're destined for greatness, okay, is if you have a strong connection. All right, write your comments down below too. Let me know if you do feel this, if you have a strong connection to the universe. All right, how many of you have animals that just get close to you out of nowhere and those animals are supposed to run away? Like chipmunks, right? It's really hard to get close to a chipmunk. All right, but if you have a chipmunk that gets really close to you and they can just sit there, you see, they can feel your energy. All right. And you can feel it as well. If you have a connection to the universe, meaning you feel guided, you feel like you're being led, you can go out to nature and you're just at complete peace. All right. You feel like you are in your element, you're in your zone, and you feel like you are connected to the world. You are connected to where you are and to the things around you. All right. That means you have a deeper sense of purpose. All right. You understand that we are all one. And one thing that I love to say is that we are all one color with many different shades. All right. One color with many different shades. We are all one. All right. So if you have a strong connection to the universe, most likely you have a deeper and a much higher calling in this life. Now, the 10th sign, all right, that you are destined for greatness, my family. This is a big one too. Make sure you all are writing these down. But you can't settle for mediocrity. Remember, you are not supposed to fit in, chosen one. You are supposed to stand out. You feel out of place. That was the first one. All right. You can't settle for mediocrity. Your average life, you're like, what? No, I'm destined for something bigger. I feel it within me. God's calling me to do something bigger. Maybe I don't know what it is. Maybe I got that fog in front of my face. I got it behind me. I got it above me. I got it below me. I got it to my right. I got it to my left. I can't see where I'm going, but I know that I'm destined for greatness. I know that I can't settle for just an average life, right? I know I don't want to work this 9-to-5 job for the rest of my life where people are hating on me. They're talking about me. I can't rise in the company. You can't settle for mediocrity. There's something much bigger that you are called to do. And that is why your spirit is telling you, your intuition, unexplainable intuition, is kicking in and telling you, hey, we're not supposed to be over here. All right. How many of you are in that job right now and you're feeling that? All right, and it's not just your job. It could be absolutely anywhere in that environment with that group of friends, in that relationship. Okay. Where you are currently right now in your life. Maybe you feel you're not where you're supposed to be in life. Okay. Because you don't want to settle for that average life. You may have people around you that are content with what they're doing. They're okay. They're not even striving for anything greater. They never talk about anything greater, of great substance. You, on the other hand, are always thinking of something bigger. You're always telling yourself, or you always are having visions or dreams, or that unexplainable intuition is kicking in and telling you, we're not supposed to be over here. We're supposed to be over there doing something great. We're supposed to be stepping outside of our comfort zone and doing what we love to do. All right. That is exactly what you need to pay attention to, and you need to march towards it. Remember, you will never find your purpose in your comfort zone. All right, step foot outside of that fear, false evidence appearing real, and before you know it, your life will slowly begin to change. Now, the 11th sign that you are destined for greatness is that you have moments of clarity. You ever get that clear vision, that clear indication that you're supposed to be doing something? All right, this is a huge one. Remember, the world is almost designed to keep you distracted. All right, so that way you're not following your God-given purpose. And that way you are just stuck in a rut, doing things that you don't love to do. So you're unhappy, you're depressed, you're sad, you're anxious all the time. All right, but when you have moments of clarity, you have that clear vision telling you, hey, I just had an epiphany, or I'm supposed to go down this road, I'm supposed to do this, I'm supposed to do that. And then you act upon it because now you have faith behind it. Things are really going to begin to change. All right, your whole entire universe, right? When I say that, I'm talking about your inner world, your inner circle. All right, your universe with that moment of clarity that you act upon is going to change. All right, remember, when you change within, that is how your outside reality changes. All right, don't forget that. All right, don't forget also your thoughts create your reality. All right, imagination creates your reality. Let's put it that way. All right, so those clear moments, those visions that you're having, very, very powerful. Make sure you act upon it and continue to keep on and press through. And before you know it, you're going to be stepping into that greatness. You're going to be stepping into that purpose and doing things that you love to do. And then you're going to look back for months and years and be like, wow, I actually got here because I decided to follow what was laid out in front of me this entire time. All right, now the 12th sign, we're going to go ahead and erase all this. All right, as we dive into the 12th sign here. All right, make sure you guys are writing this down. Act upon it, okay? All right, the 12th sign that you are destined for greatness is that you crave growth. Huge. How many of you are acting upon your personal growth and development? Acting upon your spiritual growth, your emotional growth, your physical growth. All right, your emotional intelligence is getting better every single day. All right, you crave growth. All right, this is huge, all right? Because remember, you're not mediocre. Right? You don't settle for mediocrity. All right. So you're not average. You want to get better and better and better every single day. All right. If you have the same year as you did last year and then the year before that, that's not okay with you. And it shouldn't be okay with you. You should be craving growth. Every year going forward should be better and better every single year. All right, because you are getting better. And as you get better, all right, the things around you is going to change. Opportunities is going to show up, experiences, all those things will happen, especially when you are acting upon your own growth. All right, so take your personal growth and development very, very seriously. All right, this is something that I definitely teach. This is one of my passions. Okay, so if you're interested in that, reach on out or come on over and join the community. All right, I talk a lot about personal growth and development. All right, your personal growth, your spiritual growth, your physical growth, all of that, it all goes hand in hand. All right, every aspect of your life. All right, and as you elevate and rise and reach to make all of that better, then you're really going to begin to notice the shift. All right, and then you're going to be completely comfortable in your element in doing what you love to do. All right, so if you crave growth, this is a huge one that you are destined for greatness. Now, sign number 13 that you're destined for greatness. Another huge one is that you are feeling completely protected. You are divinely protected, chosen one. All right. Remember, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. All right. And it seems like when people do try to form those weapons against you, it's like they bounce right off you. You're like rubber. It goes right on to them. All right. The things that people speak out of their mouth, all right, and that they wish upon your life, it ends up happening to them. Have you ever noticed that? Come on now, drop your comments down below. You are divinely protected. And when you feel protected, you're paying attention to the signs, you know that you have a much higher calling because God's will for your life shall be done. It shall be done. All right. But it's up to you to pay attention and actually move towards it. Okay. So how many of you are feeling protected when it comes to your everyday life or when it comes to, things happening in your life now? That's not to say that you're going to go through traumatic situations and experiences and near-death experiences and things are going to happen to you and you're going to get physically abused. And I hate to even say that, right? But we know how the narcissist is, chosen one. If you've gone through a spiritual awakening, most of you have dealt with a narcissist, all right? If not all of you, you have dealt with a narcissistic individual in your life. And that could just be, it could be verbally, it could be physically, their characteristics and the things and the ways that they treated you. But at the end of the day, you're still here, my family, because you are protected. All right. You are protected. And yes, you had to go through the break. You had to go through being broken. You had to go through being stomped on, being hurt, the disappointment, the depression. You had to go through all of that. But guess what? It was meant to make you a better version. right? When you come out on top of all of that, there's going to be a sign at the end that we'll talk about because of this too. But when you're feeling protected through all of your trials and tribulations and all the trauma and all the pain, there's a reason for it. And that's why you were able to break through and shed the old version of you to become a new version of yourself. And what are you doing? You're craving the growth. You're craving that growth because you're no longer with the narcissist. You're no longer in a place where you're not supposed to be. You're no longer in a place where you don't feel wanted, right? Everything has begun to change, all right? So if you are feeling protected in your life, this is a huge one. Pay attention to those signs as they show up in your life because you're destined for greatness, all right? No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and you are divinely protected. All right, family, we're almost done. Shout out to all of you that are still here, but sign number 14 that you are destined for greatness is that you see signs everywhere, all right? You're seeing the repeating numbers. And I know I was talking about synchronicities earlier, but when I say signs here, I'm talking about anything from feathers, coins, rainbows, like things pop up on the radio. So I guess it could go hand in hand with the synchronicity sign that we talked about earlier, but this one's also just more visual. Like you see things all the time. They say when you lose a loved one, right, that they'll leave feathers, or you see feathers around you when they are near or when you are thinking about them, right? Do any of you ever experience feathers, you know, from a loved one that you have lost? All right. And by the way, my condolences, shout out to anyone that has lost a loved one recently. I know it's not easy. You know, my father's birthday is actually coming up this Saturday, the 30th. And I miss him tremendously. And so no, I see signs everywhere from him. You know, there's a lot of times in my YouTube videos, I see orbs flying around in my videos all the time when I go back and edit. All right. So many of you have called it out too. You've left comments in the comments for me. You're like, yo, there's an orb at this minute or at this second, you know? So if you see signs everywhere and you're paying attention to those signs, there's a reason for it, right? You're being guided, you're being led, especially if you're following them and you're paying attention to it. All right. So signs everywhere, trust and believe you're destined for a much higher purpose. And sign number 15, the last sign that we're going to discuss today. Congratulations for sticking around, but you're resilient. All right. I know it might seem small, but this is actually much bigger than you think. All right. Excuse me right there for my end. All right. But if you can build resilience through the challenges that you are going through, you will become part of that 1%. Right? You see, a lot of people go through challenges, they go through struggle, they go through setback, they go through lack, they go through all of these things in life, but they allow themselves to stay there. You see, this is why you allow yourself, if you remember earlier what I wrote down here, challenges are your teacher. You learn from the lessons and then you apply what you learn to the next challenge. And guess what? It builds resilience through and through. And as you continue to do this, everything that you do is going to allow you to get better and better and better, because then you have the mindset to say, you know what? Whatever is going to show up in my life, whatever's trying to stop me, it's not going to stop me. I'm not going to allow for it to stop me, because I will figure out a solution to this problem. I will figure out a way to maneuver around it, no matter how big it is, no matter how small it is. I will always win. I will always push through, and I will always be on top. You see, with that type of mindset, building the resilience through it, family, this will take you much further in life than you ever thought. Okay, so you're not part of the crew. You're not part of the crowd, right, that goes through a challenge and then goes and runs in the corner and cries and just stays there for the rest of their life. You get up, you are solution oriented, and you figure it out. A major sign right here, and that is why I left this for number 15. Continue to build resilience through all the challenges. Many of you out there right now are going through challenges. You're dealing with things, you're dealing with people, you're dealing with situations, but guess what? You are resilient and you will push through. All right. So I hope you all have an amazing day today. If this video resonated with you here, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up right here. And if you would like to join a private, like-minded community, all right, that's built on personal growth and development, helping you start a YouTube business and personal brand, overcoming limiting beliefs so that way you can become the best version of yourself and be destined for greatness, then come on over and join the Transformation Hub. It is absolutely free for you to join, and I would love to have you there. All right. The link is in the description. It is also in the comments below, and I will see you in the inside. Keep pressing through, family. I love you to life, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.